Hi, I'm Sally Glass and welcome to Art This Week. On this week's episode, we visit the Kimbell Art Museum and speak with architect Mark Carroll about the new Renzo Piano Pavilion. Mark is part of the Renzo Piano Building Workshop and worked on the expansion. Now for Art This Week. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you.
So to start off, I'd like for you to really just describe the structure to us and some of the materials that were used.
Well, we have a couple of materials that we've used. One was the reinforced concrete poured in place on site. We brought in a crew from Italy that worked with Ando on the Punta del Dogana project. The concrete is distinctive in that it's a light color. It has a silky smooth finish and very crisp edges to it. It's quite well done all throughout the building. Above that sit the laminated timber beams made in Vancouver and brought down by truck down to the site. They're paired beams. They're 100 feet long and 4.5 feet deep and 8 inches wide. And above that is sitting a glazing system made of steel and glass. The glass has been is laminated and has a ceramic frit, and above that, to protect the glass from the sun, is the motorized louver system with the photovoltaic cells on top of them.
When the Kimbell Art Museum first approached the Building Workshop about working on this project, was it their idea to have something that would, precisely complement the con design, or was that more Renzo's vision and where it went?
It was something that is a bit confused in the beginning. Our site, as you know, was on the Darnell Street, which is on the east side of the con. Through doing drawings and making models and then coming here and having meetings with them, we realized this wasn't going to work. And so we started, that site wasn't going to work. The project was having difficulty in the sense that you had a street between the new building, the new proposal, and the existing con. So it was very difficult to set up a dialogue between the two buildings. So then we, just between us and some board members and the Fortsons, we started just kind of thinking about things. What can we do? Where can we build? What could we do? And the notion of coming and building on this, what they call the Great Lawn, was brought up, and we felt that we could do a great building on this project that would not destroy this notion of the Great Lawn. Actually, would add energy to it, and create a building that could have a very dynamic dialogue with the con building without overpowering the con or without being overpowered by the con building. And so it was a process of, I think, it developed with a process of dialogue with our client. And it was a good experience, and it worked out well.
I know that for Renzo Piano's designs, energy efficiency is always very important along the way. Can you talk about some of the innovations that are new to the Kimbell building here? Yeah, one is we were very
careful about sealing and insulating the building properly. The double walls have 4 to 6 inches of insulation. Double concrete walls have 4 to 6 inches of insulation. We have all the glass, of course, is made of IGUs, which is insulated glass units. They're all shaded with motorized sunshades on the outside and on the inside. Of course, it's better to shade the glass on the outside so the energy from the sun doesn't come into the hermetic seal of the building in the glass, inside the glass. Then the roof system is of course all made up of IGUs, but above that we have a system that shades the glass, which are the motorized louvers. And then the motorized louvers, I should mention, that just don't shade the glass, they also produce energy. They produce energy because they have PV cells glued on the backs of them, and they grab the energy from the sun and make electricity. Added to that, we have the geothermal wells all throughout to the south side of the project over there. And they take the energy from the earth, cool the water, that the hot water goes and it's transferred, the heat is transferred back into the earth, and you grab the cool water from the earth to cool the building down. All the light fixtures are LED light fixtures, so it's low energy consumption. Of course, this side of the project, the west side of the project, has a green roof. And there are some other aspects dealing with strictly with mechanical and electrical systems. For example, the floor is a VAV system, so it's a controlled system that uses very little energy to cool and dehumidify the air and move it through the building.
Obviously, a museum is here to house art. Can you speak for just a moment about some of the innovations they did with the walls in order to accommodate hanging some of the Kimbell's masterpieces that had been in storage?
Well, as I mentioned, the walls are made of concrete, reinforced concrete.
Right.
And since the paintings are rotating on the walls, you can't put a nail into the concrete or a screw into the concrete. Otherwise, after a year, half a year, the walls would be full of holes. So we developed a hanging system that is attached to the top of the wall with a track, and it has a cable, similar to what used to happen in the old houses here in the States, where they attach the cornice work in the rooms, and you have cables come down, drop down, and pick up the painting, and that is how the paintings are held up on the concrete walls.
Well, excellent. The new building is beautiful, and thank you so much for talking with us.
Good.
We appreciate it.
We want to thank Mark for speaking with us. For more information on the Renzo Piano Building Workshop, go to rpbw.com. For more information on the exhibition, go to kimbellart.org. That's it for Art This Week. Thanks for watching.
I still got your Polaroid.